update on the Timberwolves. Courtesy of, I think he's like now the head of PR for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think he's now got that job. He's playing basketball and the head of PR, head of communications, Austin Rivers. He's not really. Last episode, Austin, we talked about it, came out and gave his thoughts on why the team sucked, who's responsible. Everyone is at fault, but of course it's Rudy Gobert's fault, of course. As an aside, did you guys see this? Minnesota, is anybody worse at social media than the Minnesota Timberwolves? Because they've tried to create like this buzz around Rudy Gobert, and they've given him a new nickname. What do you think his nickname is? What do you think it is? I immediately said something French, right? Like the croissant or something. It will probably be better than this. Gobzilla. G-O-B-Zilla. As in Godzilla with a B. Gob. Like gack. Like what? What are we doing here? Gob? Gobzilla? Like Gobert, I get it. Shouldn't it be Gobzilla then? Gobzilla? Probably the worst nickname of all time. Let's be honest. I am here for anything that makes Rudy Gobert look worse. So, Rudy Gobzilla. What are they going to say? You got gobsmacked by Gobzilla. That's so dehumanizing, too, to call him Godzilla. Gobzilla. Like, listen, I know we don't like Rudy, but if you have to think about calling him something and you're using Godzilla as his nickname, that'd be like calling Karl Anthony Towns Cat Squatch. That's probably their next one. Instead of Sasquatch, Cat Squatch. I think it's probably someone like 22 years old, probably making like $4.50 an hour. They're like just trying to fire off hot tweets. Back to Austin Rivers. That was a total aside. This is what he had to say. Ant Edwards is currently 6 years away from his prime, and he's already this good. He's a franchise player. He's the guy here. No doubt about it. Pause. Hold up. Austin Rivers, you just started something. You just started some shit. I don't know if you know this, Austin, but your job is to calm things down, not to fire things up. Not Karl Anthony Towns. He's not the guy. Not Gobzilla. Rudy Gobert. He's not the guy. Not D'Lo, who unfollowed the entire Wolves organization on Instagram because he's not getting extended. Ant Edwards. I agree, by the way. Ant Edwards is the man in Minnesota, according to Austin Rivers, and you know what? He's not wrong. Ant is the star, probably the only star that you can count on a night-to-night basis. Did you see what Ant Edwards did to everyone the last 3 games? He has been insane. I think he played against Portland and was ridiculous. They need to build around him and no one else. Only this is the way for Minnesota to break out of its history of underperforming. Only this is the way. He is our Joe Burrow. If you like Minnesota, he is needing to be protected and surrounded by players that bring out the best in him, and everyone else is just a distraction and is just a complication and is just on their way out. Really. But what's amazing about all of this is that Austin Rivers is actually speaking about the Wolves' future 6 years from now. Not 5, not 7, 6 years from now. Is Austin Rivers lobbying to be the head coach or assistant coach of the Wolves 6 years from now, where he can give Ant Edwards the keys? Because that would be a very political, very Doc Rivers' son kind of thing to do. I cannot hear what else he's going to say. He's going to be talking all year because he's two-way, he's not fully guaranteed, and he's got the gift of gab. I think he's turning into our Olivia Pope from Scandal, like the crisis manager. PR for Austin Rivers.